Piers Morgan had Jaguar Wright on his show. She made a bunch of allegations. She said that Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters, compared them to sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. She claimed that the Carters, Beyonce and Jay-Z, are a nasty couple who do nasty things such as keeping people against their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane unconscious. So she is tying Aaliyah to the Jay-Z and Diddy stuff. But following that clip and that interview on Piers Morgan, because Piers Morgan also had Vlad on there, Jaguar Wright, and somebody else. I think Choke No Joke or somebody else was there. The following day, Piers Morgan says he got hit with a cease and desist. That interview part, Jaguar Wright, saying those things, need to be removed from their platform. Well, Piers Morgan addressed it, so here's what he had to say.
The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
So there you go. He apologized, said, hey, I tried to basically mitigate what she was saying in the interview, saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce aren't there to defend themselves. Well, Jay-Z's lawyer responded to that and rips Piers Morgan over false accusation. So let's go over the clip.
This must have been shocking to you that somebody comes on a show and then kind of levels these vague-ish allegations. Were you kind of ready for something like this to eventually happen?
Listen, there's rumors and then there's nonsense, and this is one step further, right? This is a pointed and formal accusation of something, and I felt it needed to be responded to. So I think somebody reported it was a cease and desist. It wasn't that. It was quite bluntly an ultimatum, which is remove that false accusation that's demonstrably false, or a court's going to order you to. And so I think he made the wise choice and acted accordingly.
He meaning Piers Morgan.
Removing it and apologizing for it, yes. What changed here in my mind is that somebody on a so-called journalistic platform exploited that kind of random rumor mill, whether it's disconnected from reality or what have you, and lifted it up. And by doing that, they not only caused harm here, but they are also droning out the voices of real victims. And by doing that to get clicks, it didn't just harm the Carters. What he did effectively was to drone out the voices of actual victims in an ongoing case, in an ongoing investigation. And that was too much for me.
Are you in the process of making sure that it is taken down everywhere?
What I am here to say is that in a situation as serious as this, somebody who puts themselves out as a journalist should not effectively take advantage of the situation and exploit somebody in this way. And so that's the real reason for action.
Does it strike you a little bit that there's been a lot of silence in Hollywood in the wake of all of this?
Well, as to the Carters, I can tell you that when they put their foot down on something as they did here, they are sending a message. And if they can't stand up and make sure right from wrong, then who can?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, these are just accusations with no proof. And to be honest with you, I was surprised she was on Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan is a big platform. He is respected by a lot of people journalistically. And I don't know, I just don't believe a lot of the stuff she says. She could be right, though. I don't know, man. I could be wrong, and I'll apologize if eventually, Jay-Z or Beyonce or any of the people she's accused these stories end up becoming true. I will 1,000,000% apologize and say that I was wrong. But as for now, they're just accusations, and that's the problem. On Twitter, I see a lot of bullshit where I'll just see Jay-Z and Beyonce's photo, and it'll say some bullshit breaking. The FBI or whatever the fuck is investigating Jay-Z and Beyonce. And there is literally no source, no proof, just a photo, text, and it goes fucking viral. This is the stupid world we live in. This is the stupid world we live in. This is just what we have to live with, unfortunately. Like, I'll post shit with sources and everything, and I don't even go viral. Nobody gives a fuck. If I were to post some bullshit like that, oh, shit would skyrocket. Everybody would be fucking retweeting it. But unfortunately, I got integrity, which a lot of people don't have in this industry. Or fortunately, for at least for your guys' end, fortunately, I have integrity. I'm not here to clickbait and do bullshit. Now, are some titles a little spiced up for a little click? Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still the story. I've never really strayed away from a story far in the title. I do remember when I posted when Diddy got raided, his house got raided or whatever. I posted a 50 Cent clip video, right, responding to the Diddy stuff, and it went viral. It did like 900,000 views quick, and people in the comments were mad because they expected it to be a video of 50 Cent talking about the stuff, because in the clip it looks like it's an interview of 50 talking, right, in the thumbnail, but it was an Instagram post, and people got mad at me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's not my fault. You assumed it was a video. Now, do I do that on purpose to make it look like a video is actually on there? Yeah, I mean, it does. That is my clickbait form, where it might look like 50's actually on video responded to it. Sometimes he is, though. The most recent one I did in the main channel, where he talks about, the recent Diddy arrest and stuff, or not, it wasn't an arrest, it was like days before the arrest, but he was just talking about how Diddy in the documentary, that was actually a video clip of him talking. It was a recent release. It wasn't just like a clickbait thumbnail. But sometimes I'll do that. That's the kind of clickbait I do. It's not really harmful, unless people get pissed off over it, whatever, man. That's not a big deal. I think people just get mad and emotional over things, over anything really. So we'll keep eyes posted on this stuff, man. It would be crazy to see Jay-Z and Diddy go down. That would be something. I know 50 would have a fucking field day, because he would be basically the king of New York besides Nas. He would be the king of New York. He'd be the only New York billionaire in hip hop that's free and not done anything, at least that we're aware of. So who knows, maybe he'll be the third one to be taken down. I don't know, man. I have no idea at this point, but we'll keep our eyes posted.